Tenali Rama and the Dream Kingdom. There once was a king named Krishnadeva. One night he dreamt of a splendid palace. It was made of glittering stones and it floated in the air. It had 100 rooms. Each was painted with beautiful designs. The palace could light up with 1,000 lights or be made to disappear into the darkness by merely wishing so. Each day he kept thinking about the palace in his dream, even when he was supposed to be working.
Tomorrow I will tell the courtiers about the dream I had.
The next morning at the court,
Last night I dreamt of a magnificent palace.
not everyone at the court was wise or honest. Most of the courtiers wanted to flatter the king, hoping he would reward them in return.
King, your dream is indeed marvelous. Yes, it is. Only a great king can have such a grand dream.
Encouraged by his foolish and greedy courtiers, the king made a public announcement.
I want my dream palace built. Go and find me a person who can build and design such a palace for me. I will give him 100,000 gold coins. The courtiers were shocked by the king's announcement. Their mouths fell open. But what could they say against the king's command? Most of them did not have the courage to tell the king. Whoever heard of a palace floating in air? But how can we tell the king it's not possible?
Few of the wise and honest courtiers tried reasoning with the king. My king, it would be impossible to build over the clouds and air. My king, he speaks the truth. Such a palace cannot be built.
Silence! I will have no more of your excuses, and I will not be pleased if you cannot build me a palace in the air. The courtiers were worried. They knew there was only one man who could find a way out. His name was Tenali Rama. He was a minister, poet, and jester at the king's court. So the chief minister decided to go to Tenali Rama's house and speak to him.
2 days later, a man tottered into the king's court, crying for justice.
My dear fellow, what is the matter? Who has been unjust with you? Tell me without fear, and I shall see that justice is done. I have been robbed, your majesty. Who has robbed you? Name him, and I will have him severely punished. Majesty, I will tell you, but you should first promise me that you will not punish me. I have nothing left.
The king was astonished, but he remembered his promise and sat back to listen to what the man had to say.
Your Majesty, last night I had a dream. I dreamt that you have come with your entourage of ministers and commanders and robbed my entire life savings, 5,000 gold coins. How foolish you are! How can you believe that your dream can be real? Dreams are not true. Your Majesty's dream of a palace hanging in the air can be made to
answer, the man tore off his false beard. It was none other than Tenali Rama. Tenali bowed low before the amazed king.
Your Majesty, I apologize for tricking you, but this was the only way of convincing you that your dream of building a palace floating in the air is impossible.
King burst into laughter.
You're right, Tenali.